I think we are live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm pretty excited for the today's show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this live event. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for this exclusive launch event of Meetz AI. Lifetime deal on PitchGround.com on this summer and monsoon super sale. Guys, if you're watching us live, shoot your questions inside the comment box. And if you're watching us in the replay mode, do not forget to check it out the lifetime deal of Meetz AI on PitchGround.com. Hello, guys. This is your host Swapnil, and we have a founder of Meetz AI, Tom, with us, and we have one special guest with us, that is Gal, who is the beta user of Meetz AI, who is going to share the reviews and the story that what he was using. How was the experience with Meetz.ai in this live streaming event. So let me give you the brief introduction about what Meetz AI, because you might be hearing us first time that okay, there is a tool called Meetz at Meetz.ai, which is launching on pitchground.com. So I'll just give you the brief idea what it does and how it is going to beneficial for you. Guys, you are busy and we are busy. Everyone is busy, right? And we know that we are dealing with so many customers, you're dealing with customers and the clients, right? And sometimes what happens is we do not have time to schedule a meeting by meeting, especially if you're trying to juggle with a million other things. If you're managing operations, if you're managing HR, or if you're a solopreneur, that it's hard to get on a call with your customers, with your clients, because there are tons of meetings that you're scheduling for a day, right? And finding time for everyone is hard, especially when scheduling a meeting. It can take hours to schedule a meeting by email. So what happens is in a normal day, because it happens, it I experience personally, right? You schedule a meeting, and to ensure that you send an email to the recipient that okay, this is the meeting that we have scheduled. And sometimes what happens is after the scheduling of meeting, and when the meeting schedule comes, you forgot that you have scheduled something, right? And it might be a case like someone is double booking or forgetting about the meeting. So to solve all these problems, we come up with the solution. Let's meet Laura from Meetz AI, your new AI scheduling assistant. So what Meetz AI does, it does all of your meeting scheduling automatically. It What you have to do is you just have to CC Laura at Meetz AI in your email. So what it does is Laura will take care of all this scheduling and talking with your client, giving them the schedule, checking your calendar, everything. She will take care of the rest. You just have to do the follow-ups, right? You just have to be there on the meeting. So this is what it is. And I'm very much excited for the today's live show, and especially this live show event, because we are going to meet the Laura, and we are going to see the Laura in live action. So Tom, we would love to hear about your company, team, and Meetz AI journey. That would be fantastic. You can just take a moment to introduce yourself and just share your entrepreneur journey before we get started. That would be fantastic. Over to you, Tom.
Yeah, yeah, I'd love to do that. So super nice of everyone to join. Great to meet you. So yeah, I started off 2, 3 years ago in SaaS sales. So I just constantly saw the issue of trying to schedule with guests and managers, and basically I started off in SaaS sales, and then I moved into a bit more of a consulting role, and from there I was scheduling with a lot of people, trying to get the sales, and I was constantly hounding after people just to make sure that they saw that my email, trying to book this meeting, because obviously that's where the business is generated. And so yeah, I mean, then I started using someone from Upwork, and funnily enough, this was Laura. Okay, so that's where the name also comes from. And she was just my assistant, helping out with tasks, not only scheduling, but a lot of it was scheduling. And then I thought, maybe there's a way to make this faster. So I used some calendar solutions. These calendar solutions weren't the most reliable. And then I found some that were more reliable, and these also are sending it out, forgetting which link is good to send. People started filling it out and then stopped filling out. So it just was pretty much a mess. So I thought maybe there should be something that can gimmick the way that Laura was following up, because it was good, but it wasn't a software. So also Laura, she had other work to do. And yeah, that's how I started Meetz.ai.
Awesome, awesome. That's really fantastic journey. And I have a question before we start. why you came up with that name Laura? So was there a connection with that name or something, uh, your friend or your whatever, you met with someone, that's the reason you put this, you took this name.
Yeah.
Or I want to hear that journey. I want to hear that story about Laura especially.
Yeah, no, so I don't know if you caught it. Maybe I'll need to switch to the hotspot because my internet might be a bit bad. But I had Laura, who was a freelancer and scheduling the meetings for me, but she was also doing other tasks. And then, I started, from her, I started using calendar links because she just had other work to do, but I didn't like the calendar links. I liked the way that she was scheduling the meetings for me. So then I just took the pivot and I said, okay, I need her, focused on my other tasks. So I'll, try to create something like this. I didn't see anything similar on the market. So I said, yeah, I'll get started with it.
Awesome, awesome. So Laura was a real
Yeah.
person, and you turned it in a in an AI version of Laura. Awesome, awesome. That's pretty cool. All right, so guys, if
Yeah,
you're
it was in
watching,
Upwork.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Awesome, awesome. Guys, if you're watching us first time and if you have missed the beginning of the live show, then I'll just play the promo video of Meetz.ai. So you'll come to know what Meetz.ai is all about. So here we go.
When I was a kid, adults told me that someday robots will be doing my job. Back then I thought it was something from the realm of fantasy. Well, that day has come. What's going on, guys? This is Val from PitchGround. Nowadays, artificial intelligence technologies are no surprise. You have virtual assistants here on your phone, in your car, at your home, but these digital creatures only got used to talking to you. But the one I wanted to show you today goes a little further and could talk to your clients or prospects and schedule a meeting with them. Meetz is your new scheduling assistant. Just add Laura to the copy of your email and she will do the rest. It works just like if you had a real office assistant. Laura will send your available slots to your guest and all they have to do is just pick one. If they would need to use, say, Google Meet instead of Zoom, Laura will handle that too, as AI analyzes the text and reacts accordingly. You can customize Laura, choose different names and signature, automate follow-ups and many more. Of course, you can still use services like Calendly, etc. But with Meetz, you don't have to send multiple links, reschedule, send follow-ups, whatnot. To activate Laura, just add her to your emails and watch as she takes on a full-fledged conversation to book meetings with coworkers, clients and prospects. Now go to pitchground.com, get your copy of Meetz and get rid of mundane scheduling tasks. That's pretty much it, guys. Let's keep growing and see you in the next one.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think it's time to deep dive into the deal, and we are really excited to see Laura live in action. So, could you please share your screen and just walk through us the tool? That would be fantastic, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. So let me just share my screen over here. Yeah, and I'll start with just a bit more of the use cases and where you might see this product fit in. So if you don't mind, also my screen is over here. So yeah, just an overview of and up until now you've probably been hearing about AI email scheduling, and it sounds maybe confusing. And just reiterate, this is the simplest product to use, and also simple for your guests. So that's also the first point here, that your guests will love to use this software because it just they just click it and that's it, and you don't have to. Usually it's a give and take where if it's easy for the guest, it's not easy for you. But here it's easy for both sides. You just send CC Laura, and then you can go ahead and schedule it. Autonomous scheduling. So this is pretty big. You don't have to look for the right link for the right amount of time. You can just tell Laura in natural English how long you want the meeting to be, to add people, to change it, to add more people into the email flow. Yeah, efficiency, just schedule it. You don't have to say, oh, yeah, in half an hour I'll be in front of my computer and I'll find the link and then send it out. So I'll just CC it over mobile and it'll get started. And of course, following up multiple times. And to be honest, and I see how scheduling meetings is, I think that For me personally, this is my favorite because you just CC and it'll just follow up again and again until it's booked. And yeah, there's lots of competitors, or if you're servicing a client, it's much more professional to come in with a secretary. CC Laura, she'll take care of everything for you, and this will just make the whole process much more seamless. And it's a differentiator, for yourself. So that's pretty much an overview. How easy it is. So there's 2 steps to the software. Of course, you start using it, you start learning more tricks that you can do with Laura, and I'll show you some of those tricks also right now. But yeah, the implementation is just add Laura into the email. Okay, of course you have to sign up as well, and that's it. You start getting the times, as you can see over here, sent out to the user. They can answer in natural English. They can click on one of the buttons, and I'll show you how this would look like. Everything is pretty much just a funnel, so that in the end you get a meeting, and they also the guests feel this, that it's just like simple to use. So if they click it and it's not there, you're not available anymore, or they answer and it's not available anymore, she'll offer different times. So everything here is very dynamic. And we'll get into stats and exactly what Laura does in your email. But let's just talk a bit more about the use cases and how this can benefit. So one of the nice things is that people see an assistant and they understand this is a big part of her job. They feel more inclined to answer, whether it's a yes or a no. It gets people to answer more rather than you just send out the link or something like that. They see another person involved and they'll feel more inclined to answer. So this is a nice way to get more clients set up, or if you need to basically take your lead from lead to paid. So obviously a meeting is the first step to it. Or if you need to take a client and then start speaking with them in customer success meetings to get them to use more and more. So you definitely have to schedule a lot of meetings and follow up with everyone and not have anything fall between the cracks, which is a big thing of just adding Laura. So yeah, you're also seeing, so the response is just much higher rather than a link that they have to fill in the details, because even if they don't have one required detail, it's not going to be scheduled. And if they go in and let's just say, they start filling it out and they forget to do something, or they're like, it's too much work and maybe later I'll do it. So they'll just forget, and then you have to remind them. It's just, I like more that in the email itself, they can see your time slots very easily. They can see their calendar and say what time works for them. So that's those 2. And yeah, just I think overall, not to go through everything one by one because I want to show you the product, but it's just really to lower the friction of scheduling the meetings, finding time slots, finding links for them to fill it out. So it's really just to make it very easy on both sides. So let's go a bit more into the use cases. So obviously organization productivity we touched upon, but I think this is any professional that works and they have a lot of meetings. This is definitely something that's going to help them out. So that's in terms of that. More specifically, and I again come from the world of generating leads. So this is a very nice one for solopreneurs, for B2B sales, where you're trying to get a lot of meetings. And yeah, we can go in a bit more on another webinar where I speak to how I'm generating leads and how I'm using also Meetz to generate leads. So Meetz, basically, you can speak on LinkedIn, start scraping, and then suddenly, someone's interested, you get their email, start booking it, and then you just move on to the next lead. And, you're looking at your calendar at the end of the day, you see just meetings popped up. So it's pretty nice. You just have to CC and automatically it's going to be booked there. Marketing and optimization. So actually I spoke about sales and whole, that it's pretty intertwined, sales and marketing. So yeah, that's the same use case, but you can also use Facebook lead gen ads, get the email, CC, and then try and get the meetings from there. Customer success, again, maturity of the product and making sure that people are advancing in the stages. So if you're dealing with 50 people, you want to make sure that you're scheduling meetings with them, so you can just CC and then move on to the other tasks. You don't have to start. Just a more, it's links are more passive. So if they see a link, they don't feel as inclined to answer rather than a personal assistant. And Laura left a message for us that it's great to meet you. So let me just back out of here. Now I'll go into the dashboard. I will say that we have and I think this is probably the biggest value of the lifetime, that we have very, very large features that we're releasing, and you can also see what's in the work, what's going to be in the work. So whether that's connecting Uber and Lyft into Meetz and then having you drive to the guest or have them meet up somewhere. So we finished with the core of the product, so it's good, and now it's the time that we're starting to have creative features and enter it. So super exciting. But yeah, let's get into the dashboard. So this is the dashboard over here. You can see a lot of the test emails with the bill hire. Probably you'll have some other emails in here. And so each one is an email thread. You can go ahead and see what the status of it is, whether it's pending or if it's created. And also you have this in case you forget. This means that it's a reminder that's going to come up. This one specifically in 2 days. You also have sometimes a follow-up. So if, for example, Bill says, I don't know when I'm available, please follow up with me next month. So it'll follow up next month and it'll be in orange, and then you'll know, okay, so he asked for this, so let's hold off on it. Or if he said, follow up next year. But in any case, you can also, so long as it's not created, so if I click on it, so you can follow up with this specific meeting. But if it's pending, so you can just go ahead and click it, and then it'll automatically send out the time for Bill. So that's about that. And also go into obviously the email threads for you to see how that looks like. But first, let's finish with this. So over here, you can see also the different meetings I have coming up. Obviously, just regular filters, Zoom, Google Meet, phone number, or in case they have something that is not listed, like I can't think of a webinar, maybe Skype, for example, that's not integrated. So we can still do Skype. You can still do Skype. Laura will just ask for the link from the prospect, and it'll be marked as other. So you can just go into the email thread and see what that is. And this is where you'll start off your journey with Meetz. Default meeting section, so you can set up the time zone when you're going to be working. This is probably, you can leave it as is, but probably important for you just to understand so that you don't change it or you don't make it too narrow. Basically what happens is if I'm, for example, in Israel, okay, and I'm trying to book a meeting with someone in Australia, I need to make sure that there's synchronization between my time and theirs so that it's not going to book for them at 2 a.m. So that's these times over here. And what's nice is that if you say, for example, sorry, Laura, but I'm out of Sydney, it's too late or whatever, she'll see Sydney and she'll adjust the time zone and look for synchronization. If there's no synchronization though, she'll just ping you and ask exactly when to book it, because then you have to just make the judgment yourself if you can book it later or not. And yeah, just some basic ones. So this is the amount of follow-ups, so how many reminders we'll have in case the guest doesn't respond. And you don't have to memorize all of this, so you have everything in here and you'll be able to see that. Laura customization, so here you can add in laura@yourcompany.com. Here you can also adjust the name, the title. And yeah, over here you have the default meeting section. And this is where you can add in the signature for Laura. So you can write in your own, let's just say, for example, swap meals, the personal assistant, or Gal's buddy. So you can go here and change the signature. And yeah, it'll have it in every single thread for Laura. So that's how that one works.
So I have a quick question out there. Can we embed the HTML email signatures over there, or it has to be captured from the tool itself?
It would have to be from the tool itself. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to add into HTML. And one thing is that this specifically, this is for GDPR, so that's why also you can't just put in the HTML. Okay. So this is fully GDPR compliant.
Got it.
Yeah, so here you have Zoom, Google Meet, phone call. So this is probably the one that's a bit different. So it's either I call, and then in this case, Laura tries to call the prospect or get the number and add it. And this over here is they call me, so I can just add in my number, and that's how it'll schedule the meeting. Invite others. So this is for the PitchGround users. Here you'll add in your code. You'll be able to add in some more users and give them either super admin permissions or elsewhere. But yeah, this is pretty basic stuff. Perfect. So yeah, that's a dashboard. I'll get into the email threads, Swapna.
Yeah, you can.
Perfect. So let's get into some examples. So we can start off over here. So let's start off with what a follow-up is in Laura. So if I say, hi, Laura, follow up next month. So she's going to start the email sequence only over here. So 2022, 901. Let's see if maybe this was before I opened it up. Let's see if we can see that. I'm not sure. And yeah, so here it is. So you can see over here that it's an orange, and this is the one she'll follow up. And as you can see here, I did not add a name. So this means that it won't add the name here for Bill, because it doesn't know what Bill's name is, of course. But if you do add a name inside the email thread, so it will know what to call him. So you can see over here, hi Laura, please book a quick phone call with Bill, and immediately assigns Bill here. So that's how that one will work. And of course, Bill will be able to go ahead and click. I think this one, yeah, this one's already booked. So you'll see that the meeting's already. Just remind, this will be your first name, but it'll just remind them that this meeting is put over here. And then you can go back. We have here change to Zoom. So this is you started off with Meetz as the original, but either you or the guest requests a Zoom call rather than Google Meets. So it'll switch it off, no problem. They'll just change it, and if it's integrated, so that's perfect. It'll just say, this is the Zoom link. If it's not integrated, so what'll happen is that it'll just ask you for the link and tell you also to integrate it for the next time inside the dashboard. So you can still go ahead and do that. Change to Zoom, multiple users. So of course, you can also book with multiple users. You can see over here a name for both of them, Bill and Chen. And it also, if there's two different emails, so it'll connect Chen to there and Bill to here. So it knows how to connect it. And then what time slot works best for you to connect with Pitch. Over here some times. Booked the email. Hang on, let's see if there's some other ones here. Yeah, so you can also obviously say, schedule a meeting for us Monday morning, and I'll send out times for the Monday morning that's coming up. Yeah, it's also, you don't have to say a time. So if you just say book a meeting, it'll take 2-3 days in advance and send out times for them. So that's a pretty general overview of the flow of it. And I also saw let this for a bit, but follow-up is nice. You can CC Laura and do it. Laura is good. You need to CC Laura once you want a meeting, so not just throughout the whole email thread, because immediately Laura will start booking for you, unless you say to follow up. The follow-up is really mainly for the guests in case they don't want to answer now, they don't know what times. So create a meeting and follow up. So those are the two big functions that most likely you'll use. Of course, there's also canceling. So if somebody denies a meeting on the calendar, so Laura will notify you. If it's several participants and someone cancels, so she'll just ask you whether to remove it or not, because there's other users as well. So I think it's just to start using it, because it's easy to start using it.
Yeah.
And then you'll just learn along the way the different stuff that she has. I mean, even if somebody writes to Laura, let's just say in a foreign language, she'll write to them, I'm sorry, I only speak English, so that they know to write her in English. So it's a lot of situations we're taking into account here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So can you just show us the follow-up automations or follow-up sequence setting that?
Yeah. This is perfectly. She reminded me, because I was about to show the reminder. Which, so here we go. So over here, this is this is in our test account because as you can see, there's 1 minute between the reminders.
Okay.
So you have over here the reminder next week, just real quick for the test, and I'm happy to find a time. And then if they don't answer, I'm following up to see if you have time to connect with Tom. And it's intertwined, so it's not the same template each time. The last template is the most different one, so it's just asking, do you have time? If they say yes, it'll try and book a meeting for you. If they say, I don't, just follow up with me in a month, it'll follow up in a month. So that's how this works.
Okay. And what is the time frame that we can set it up as a default, or is there an automation sequence that if someone replies, if someone does not replies, then email has to go within this XYZ days, something like that?
Yeah, so you can set it up over here. And since anyone that buys also the lifetime, they won't have a limitation on this. So free users have a limitation on it. But premium, so you can go over here and say, I want 4 follow-ups and a delay of 1 day in between. Okay, so that's how that would work. But again, if you say, if you set it up to 4 days and you say suddenly, oh, I want Laura to follow up now, I don't want to wait. If you just go into the dashboard and you go ahead and click. So this one specifically is disabled because we already clicked on it. But you'll just be able to click confirm, follow up immediately, and yeah, it'll be sent out. So yeah, happy also to take any questions, and if it makes sense, so we can also move on to Gani.
Awesome. Guys, if you have any questions related to the Meetz.ai, we would love to hear your questions and answer all the questions and the queries that you have. So this is Laura and this is Meetz.ai. It's a simple and easy to use tool. You just have to CC Laura and the Laura will take it up everything. She will do the booking on behalf of you. It's like hiring a personal or the virtual assistant for your emails and for your booking meetings or scheduling or doing follow-ups. She does everything. You just have to pay one-time fee to Laura and Laura will be there for you, lifetime, I can say, because it's a lifetime deal, obviously, right? So there is no fees or there is no salary that you need to give it to Laura because it's a one-time lifetime deal. You just have to grab it from pitchground.com. So before we get to Gal, so let me tell you the plans and pricing because the PitchGround sales page is live. You can head over to pitchground.com/product/Meetz and you can see this amazing product on a lifetime deal. So no need to pay monthly, yearly, or any fees. You just have to pay one-time fees to get the Meetz.ai lifetime deal. And guys, it's an early bird offer. Do not miss out because that is for the limited time. After the early bird offer has gone, the pricing will increase. Okay, so let me just walk you through the plans and pricing that we're offering on a lifetime deal. So the plan starts with $49 for lifetime. That is plan A, in which we are offering 4 users. And obviously, you're getting a Meetz.ai email assistant. And there are different scenario responses you will be getting in your plan as well. And you can book meetings through your Zoom, through Google Meets, and if you're using Outlook, so you can book meetings through your Teams account as well. So that integration is already live and you can use it out of the box. Then you can set up unlimited monthly follow-up limits, right? There is no buffer. You can just head out to PitchGround sales page and you can see all the features that we're offering on this plan. Then if you want to go for the if you want to increase the number of users, then you can go and purchase the follow plans, that is plan B, in which we're offering 8 users. The offer is limited, guys, because I said it's an early bird offer and the pricing is very, very super affordable, $1.99 for lifetime. Then if you want to go for more users, then you can go for plan C, only $149 for lifetime, in which we are offering 20 users and all the premium updates will be included in that plan. And if you want to go for the higher number of users. If you're a, if you're a, if you're a SMB or running a small company or big company, and if you are in need of multiple users, then obviously we have a plans for you. So I'll just tell you there are two plans with the higher number of users. Plan D, only $199 for lifetime, in which we are offering 38 users. Then we have a top plan, that is Plan E, $299 for lifetime, in which you'll be getting 62 users. Okay, and we are offering a 60 days money back guarantee from pitchground.com. I know that you're not gonna ask for the refund, because you are gonna love the Laura, because it's easy to use tool, and you just have to CC Laura and she will take care of everything. No need to do follow-ups, your clients, your prospects, and no need to just scratch your head or okay, what's the meeting schedule and how to do. No need to call to your clients to remind them, okay, this is the meeting that we are going to schedule. Laura is going to take care of everything for you. You don't have to pay any salary to Laura, because she is your virtual assistant, and she is going to make your scheduling job easy, so that you can concentrate on your other activities like marketing, business growth, prospecting, cold emailing, cold calling, whatever things that you want to do it, you can do. You can just rely on Laura, and she will take care of everything. And this is Laura, and we have one special guest inside this live event, that is Gal. Gal is one of the beta or the early user, I can say. He was using Meetz.ai since long time. So we want to hear the feedback and the testimonial from Gal. How was your experience, Gal, by using the Laura or the Meetz.ai? I'm taking name of Laura because I love that name. Okay, so how was your experience by using Meetz.ai in your, just share your entrepreneur journey, whatever you do, and what's the use case, how you're using Meetz.ai in your current use cases or current setup. Just tell us your story.
Great. So hi, Swapnil and everyone. I'll introduce myself. My name is Gal, and I'm doing product management at a small startup. We do AI for the retail industry, and as part of my job, I meet with a lot of people. I have a lot of inbound meetings and also outbound meetings with vendors and customers and users, and I found myself at one stage just dealing with a lot of scheduling and trying to get my meetings right. And I'm a product manager. I want to build my product, and I don't want to deal with booking meetings and etc. So I've tried doing it by myself for a while, and I just stumbled upon Tomer's product that he's building. I knew him from back a little, and he reached out. We spoke, and he offered me to be a beta user, and I started using Laura. And basically, I don't really remember the last time I followed up after someone, especially inbound. I have meetings with our customer success, for example, or I don't know, our sales team. So Laura takes care of all of this for me. Just saves time, really, guys. This is just it's taken off a lot of the manual scheduling and find the link. And if I'm on mobile and I want to find the specific link, I don't need to. I just add Laura. I use the Gmail, so I CC Laura, send it out, and that's it. Just saving time, really, really fun. So and Tomer is always adding new features. So I had the time that I work my work hours. So this is just great. I don't get unnecessary follow-ups and stuff over time that I don't want to follow up people. So that's great, and for now it's really beneficial for me. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
Awesome,
definitely
awesome, great.
thanks, Gal. Also, I mean, it's good. It's great to hear that. I know also I talked to you like just before to see also your thoughts, and it's nice to hear that. And yeah, like I'll even say, I don't know if you know, but one of someone from the team, Earthvid, so they reached out to me and they said that the power user, they wanted to Zoom from a different account. So immediately we went and we built it in a day. We built it for this power user. So anybody that has a feature, I mean, that's what we do. So very happy to go on, build it. I mean, and work on it. Yeah, like this is, you're saying these prices. I would pay Laura, like this is her 2-hour wage, and this is for a lifetime. It's like, I see here. It's even look. No need for this anymore when you're scheduling. No need for Advil. It's just
Right.
a lifetime supply of Advil. So it's nice. It's really nice. But I'm happy to also give it to brand ambassadors and people using it. And we'll build features off of these. So I'm happy to do this.
So on top of it, you're going to save a lot on your medicines, because Laura is going to take care of all your headaches.
Not professional medical advice, but yes.
Right, because
Exactly.
it's a tedious job, to have schedule, because my calendar is flooded all the time. I just have to go and see, okay, what's coming, what not. Sometimes I get lost into my calendar because there are many events, many webinars, live events, live, the discovery calls with the founder and the live demonstration call with the founder. So many meetings are scheduled on my calendar, and sometimes I get just lost. Sometimes what happens is I just see my calendar and get lost. I just see, okay, this happens with everyone, right? And if you're a solopreneur, if you're a freelancer and you're handling everything by your own, then it's a very, very messy job. Because if you're booking an appointment with your client or with your prospect, and if you're missing out on that, it's you're putting your money on a table, right? Because it takes a lot of efforts to schedule a meeting from your prospect, because you have to do a lot of calls, a lot of cold emailing, a lot of steps, right? Because you need to outreach to them, right? And after scheduling that call, if you're missing out, or if or the same client or different clients are booking your schedule at the same time, it's a big mess that you're gonna create, right? So that's why the Laura is there, your personal AI assistant. Okay, she's going to take care of all these tasks, so just you can concentrate on your core job. You can start building your product. You can start outreaching different clients. You can start concentrating on your marketing campaigns. You can start doing what you love, right? Because you're going to save tons of time. Guys, do not forget to check it out, the Meetz.ai lifetime deal on pitchground.com. It's super, super affordable and super, super easy to use tool, and the tool that everyone was seeking for. Because if you're a freelancer, if you're a SMB, if you are just started an agency and you need a person who can handle everything, every email or follow-up stuff, right, for you, on behalf of you, Laura is going to handle all these things. So the pricing is very, very affordable, which I said, like we have smaller plans starting with $49 for lifetime, then 99 for lifetime, 149 for lifetime, 199 for lifetime, and the top plan is just $299 for lifetime, in which you'll be getting multiple users, that is 62 users, right? So this is Laura, this is Meetz.ai. If you have any questions, just me or inside your comments. We would love to answer all the questions that you have regarding the pricing, regarding the plan, or regarding the tool, or whatever things that you want to know more about Meetz.ai. We would love to take those calls. We would love to solve all the questions and the queries that you have. So do you have anything to share, Tom, before we wrap up?
I don't have anything to share, but it just like for me personally, I'm organized in code. In general, I'm not very organized. So this is definitely something. And all the time, you remember things right when you're done with it. So if you're going to bed and then you're like, oh wait, I forgot to send this email. So this at least takes care of one section of that, which is scheduling the meetings and making sure that it's going to be booked eventually. So But yeah, again,
Right.
happy to be on PitchGround and looking forward to all the new brand ambassadors. And reach out. You have something, a new feature, anything about the product, we'll build it very fast. Yeah, that's it. That's it on my side, at least.
Okay, let me reiterate what Meetz.ai is. It's an easy to use tool which helps you to automate the entire meeting and scheduling process using the artificial intelligence. You can, get all the benefits of personal email assistant using Meetz.ai, and never forget to follow up with the prospects with Laura because she is there to help you out, right? A no link AI meeting scheduler, totally a time saver tool because saving time is equal to generating more money, right? This is the business mantra, right? If you're losing time, means you're losing your money, you're putting your money on a table, right? So Laura is there to save your time so that you can concentrate on building more income pipelines. And guys, do not forget to check it out, the lifetime deal of Meetz.ai on pitchground.com. And there is an early bird offer which is going on for a few days only because the deal has just launched today. So do not forget to check it out or grab your early bird lifetime deal offer before before the price, if price getting increased, so that you get the benefit of a discount. And that's it from my side. Thank you so much, Tom, for taking your precious time out and showing us what Laura can do for us, how she is going to save a tons of our time. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be seeing you in the next live event. And do not forget to register for our upcoming webinars and live events. Till the time, take care, be happy, and start scheduling meetings smartly and faster to win your customers and clients' business without wasting time. And grab the early bird offer of Meetz.ai. Thank you, Gal, for showing, sharing your experience as well. Appreciate. And thank you, Tom. Thank you, everyone who is watching us live. And if you're watching us in a replay mode, do not forget to check it out, the lifetime deal on pitchground.com. Till the time, take care, be happy, and keep improving 1% every day. Have a good day, all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.